Time with Samuel is brought to you by Castle Shopping Center, Nax Cleaning Consult. Hello, everybody. It's a joy to come your way this afternoon. It's a beautiful Sunday, and I hope you had great time at church. Well, you're welcome to Time with Samuel on Samcha TV. Today's episode, I call it very inspirational one because my guest gets to share his life with you. He's been through a lot and he wants to share his life so that it could bless somebody. Before I bring him on, I would like to thank my sponsors, Castle Shopping Center, La Glace Jewelry, and Nax Cleaning Consult for this beautiful place. Before I bring him on, let's go for a quick commercial break and I'll be right back. Welcome back after the short break. Today I have here in the studio somebody I call Osofo Sam. He's called Samuel Newman Preprah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I call him Osofo Sam, and we're going to have a conversation about his life. Hello, Samuel. You're welcome to Time with Samuel.
It's an honor to be with you, and it's a privilege.
I am so excited because getting you on my show hasn't been easy at all, but I thank God at last you made it. All right, so yeah, we're going to talk about your life today, but before we begin, I would like to know who Samuel is. Who is Samuel?
Okay, Samuel Newman Preprah is my name. I was born in Taifa and also raised in Taifa. Okay, I'm in the ministry and I also work at the same time. I'm an interior designer.
Okay.
A member of Fountain Gate Chapel.
That's nice. All right, a lot of people know you as Great Sam. I want to know what inspired you to add the great to your name, Samuel.
Okay, during my struggles, I have to go and live with a friend. So in the house there was this guy named Big Sam. He was into drugs and then a fraud guy. So I realized that everybody was calling him Big Sam, Big Sam. So one day I sat down and said, hey, so if this guy is known as Big Sam, then someone who is also preaching and into the ministry, I need to be something better. And I decided to add a great Sam to it.
Wow, so that inspired you?
Yes, please. And I thank God I did, because it has really helped.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Now Great Sam is a household name.
Wow. All right, so can you take us to your background, a bit about yourself, where you've already mentioned where you grew up, but I want you to re-echo it again, where you grew up, where you schooled, your junior level, your secondary level, anything about your background.
Okay, like I said, I was born in Taifa, raised in Taifa, and then I went to Taifa Community School from class 1 up to JHS 3. That's where I completed. Yes, and then I also got born again whilst I was in the school.
Oh, okay.
And then from there I went to a city business college.
Cebu School.
Cebu School. Yes, I couldn't complete because of some 1 or 2 challenges.
Oh, okay.
Then I came back to Christian IPS. That was where I completed. Yes.
All right. So about what we are actually here for, the tragedy of life, how it shaped you. How would you describe the tragedy of life? Okay,
tragedy. I wouldn't say tragedy, but I would say the will of God.
Wow, why?
Because when you look into the dictionary, tragedy simply means a disastrous event. And I believe everything I've been through was orchestrated by God. And God wouldn't allow me to go through, like I said, a disastrous moment. But rather, these were things to bring out the best in me. Because when you read, even John chapter 4, the Bible says that Jesus must need go through Samaria. So there are certain things God will actually allow you to go through just to make you who He has created you to become.
Wow. Yeah. So every single thing you went through, you think it was orchestrated by God?
By God, because I really thank God that I went through all these things, because it makes me different among my peers. I think differently. I see life in a different way, which is actually helping me a lot.
Okay. Can you share a bit of it with us? Yeah, what you went through. Can you talk about it?
Okay, first of all, I was born into a very poor family where my mom and my dad got separated when I was only 4 years. My kid brother was 2 years. So we were with our dad Even schooling was difficult. You need to stop this school because of financial problems and then go here. So academically we didn't do well because of the changing of schools, and then yes, a whole lot. And then I lost my dad along the way.
Wow.
7 July 2009. So that was when all the...
How old were you at that point?
At that point I was 13 years.
13?
Yes.
You lost your dad?
I lost my dad.
Wow. So you said your parents got separated?
Oh, yes, when I was only 4 years old.
So they got separated before you lost your dad?
Yes,
yeah, definitely. So when you lost your dad, where was your mom?
Okay, my mom, I didn't know where she was. We were only with her dad, me and myself, and then my kid brother.
How many are you?
Okay, we are 5, but from my dad's side we are only 2.
Oh, okay, so your mom 3 and you your dad 5, 2,
yes.
So making 5.
5.
So did you have any family member to run to after the death of your father, because you were living with
my
him?
dad?
Yeah,
yes.
And you didn't know where your mom was. Did
yes,
you have
actually.
any family member to run to?
Yes, my uncle. So automatically, because my dad is not there, automatically we had to move to his place, and then it wasn't easy because the treatment from the wife, and then already he had 13 other children, so I had to go and live with other 13 cousins. Yes, and not only them, and then I think some grandchildren were also passed, so we were a lot.
Can you talk about how life was, what you had to go through at your uncle's place?
Oh, life was tough because you see, he already have 13 children to take care of. You see, and then already there is poverty in the family. So even taking care of his children weren't easy. And then adding us to their children, so it was like you need to survive on your own. That was how it was.
Did you have any friends you could run to? Because living with other 13 cousins, as you said, it wasn't a pleasant situation at all. So did you have any friends you could run to? Maybe anytime you feel you are going through something, you could go to them and speak to them, probably sleep over?
Someone who is 13 years, you wouldn't have friends who be there to support, unless maybe let's go and play football, let's go and swim in the gutters, a whole lot of things. Yes, we did.
You did that?
Wow. Going to steal sugar cane, a whole lot of things. But as in going to them for help, there was no one.
You didn't have good friends?
Oh, will you say good friends?
Because they are friends, even at your young age, they are friends you could rely on, going to visit them, stay with them. You said you were going through a lot at your uncle's place.
Yes.
So definitely, or you didn't have that kind of friend, because they are good friends.
Yeah, sure, but friends, the friends I was more closer to them were also they're also poor. So who will you go to? And then you see the rich people, they are very organized. It will not be easy for you to
approach them. Wow. So at that point in time, did any thought run through your mind to join Frosters, to engage in any social vice, get yourself a sugar mommy, this dispensation? It's easy to do that.
30 and how old?
No, there are people who do that.
It's true, but when I was living with my uncle, you see, there was this woman in our area. We have to go there to help her. She was selling at Accra.
Okay.
So when she comes home, we have to offload some of the goods, and then I pack some of the things in the ones you'll be sending to Accra the next morning. So at a point, the money she was giving us wasn't enough. So we decided to steal from her.
Your brother and you, or
no, one of my cousins. So that was what we were doing, stealing small. So at a point, we had this friend of ours. We were like, Charlie, we are enjoying, so we want to add you to it. So when the friend came, then the money we were stealing increased.
So you people formed a thievery gang?
I tell you, somewhere 2009, and then we were stealing.
Weren't you caught?
Yes, at a point.
Wow. Can you take us through that?
Okay, the
stealing alone and now having a lot of people to join you still. Can you take us through
You see,
that?
one thing is that when the woman comes from a town, she doesn't count her money.
Okay.
So maybe 100 cities, 200 cities.
That huge.
That huge, 2009.
You were 13 years.
Okay, but then maybe I was 14 years
14.
then.
Stealing 100 cities.
100 cities,
Wow.
200 cities. And the reason why even we decided to do is that the woman was not that good. You work hard and she'll give you some small money. So we decided, hey, Charlie, mommy, they need to. So we need to start stealing small.
And you guys started.
We started. So one Sunday, you see, when she comes home with the money, then on Sunday after church, she will sit down and then count everything, and then Sunday send the money to the bank.
Okay.
So that very Sunday, when we were I was the one, because they will be monitoring. Then I'll go to the woman's room because I was given the opportunity to go to the room.
She trusted you.
Yes.
Oh, when you could do this to her.
So
she trusted you and you could do that.
I don't know why we did that. I don't know why. So
it was an evil spirit that had done.
I wouldn't say it was an. I don't know.
At that point in time, you were going through a lot. So I think that was what pressurized you into that.
I wouldn't also say that.
Seriously. It was deliberate.
Yes.
It was deliberate.
Yes.
Whoa.
So one Sunday evening, she had counted all the money. So we went there, then I took two, not knowing each one was 1,000 cedis. I said, then. So the woman got to know that these people have been stealing.
And what did
so she was monitoring us. Like she wanted a confirmation.
Okay.
Or one day we were in the house, police.
She actually went to report you guys.
Yes.
To the police.
Yes.
And what happened?
Oh, we were arrested.
Whoa.
Yes.
Arrested. 14 years.
Yes.
You are not supposed to be taken to the prison.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to be done. So
yes.
Where were you guys taken to?
Yes, we were taken to a Mount 7 police station. We were there for 3 days.
What we call counterback, that was where you guys were.
Okay. Oh, we were in the prison.
It sounds funny, but I believe it's not funny at all. At that point in time, you really felt it. You were going through a lot. Wow. She arrested you.
Yes.
So how long did you stay in the police custody? How long?
3 days.
3 days.
Yes. So we were caught on Sunday, and I had to write my third term exams on Monday.
And you were in prison.
In prison.
So you couldn't write.
Okay. I wrote only 3 of them. As at that time, we were writing 7
You
papers.
had already started.
No.
You were supposed to write
on Monday. You see, so on Monday I was in prison. I couldn't write the 2 papers.
Okay.
On Tuesday to the same thing, I couldn't write
the 2.
So we released on Wednesday.
Wow. So you wrote just 3.
I wrote just 3.
Wow. So after prison life, how was life in the prison with your friends?
Yes, it was tough. So one of the guys, because we're not 18 years, he was released the same day. He was because the parents were around, but my uncle had traveled.
Oh, okay. You were living with your uncle.
Yes, he had traveled, so no one was there to come and release us.
Your cousins.
Yes.
Where were they?
Oh, those small guys. Small guys like that.
Wow. So you stealing, going to the prison, the police custody, going into custody and coming out. Can you how upon coming back home, what happened? How did your uncle take it? Did he sack you from his place?
No.
How did he take it?
I believe if I were to be the only one, yes, that will bring problem. But with his son,
okay.
And then we asked to pay the money.
So he did.
No, they were paying for their child, but I don't know what happened.
Okay, so because you guys weren't able to pay, you had to stay there for the 3 days.
No, it wasn't because of that. It wasn't because of that. Yes.
Wow. So how long did you stay with your uncle?
For 2 years.
For 2 years.
Yes.
So from there, where else did you move to?
I moved to France.
How was life there?
Okay, life there was a little bit tough because you had to depend on yourself. So we're working for people to be fed. Now you get a place to sleep, but that's in what to eat. You have to fight on your own. So that's where I got to receive the Lord as my Lord and personal Savior when one woman came to preach to me. So during that period, that was when we got to reconcile with our mom. So at a point, I had to go and live with her for a year. I was then preparing to write BEC. So when I got to hear of her, she has to also support me in doing my exams. So I was living with her, but you see, living with her, my Christian life were kind of, I was backsliding because I was more comfortable. You wake up, there is food, so I wasn't fasting. So during my BEC, and then I felt the leading to leave her place so that I can come back to struggling. Yes.
You were going through struggle. Now you've been eased of it, and now you are also complaining that you aren't able to fast. You see. So from your mom's place, where did you, because you said you were packing, where did you go to?
A friend of mine, one of my good friends.
What happened there?
Okay, I came to live with him. So that place too, because I left my mom's place, like as in going back to SHS were not easy for me. I had to work, struggle.
You were in JHS?
Yes, JHS. I had completed, and then living with a friend in a kiosk.
So how did he take it?
Oh, it was normal. That one too, you need to also survive on your own. Yes.
Okay. When did you leave that?
Okay, I was sad.
Sad?
Yeah, the family got to love me a lot. So they were giving me all the attention. And then my friend, there was this jealousy, so I had to pack out. He asked me to leave his place. So when I left, I had no place to live. So I had all my things in my bag, but my dresses were with another friend, but I had to be moving around, and then at a point we go to the park and then pray with the people I was leading. So we will be on the park, pray with them, strengthen them, and then all of us will come and see if we are going to the house. Then I had to come back and sleep on the park for days.
Sleep on the park?
Yes.
Wow.
Sleep on the park for days.
So how was life on the park?
Life on the park was not easy at all.
Wow.
Because you see, moving around, I had my sponge, everything in my bag. So I'll just be roaming about. When it's evening, then I'll move to the park to sleep. So I started washing for people again. And there was this woman I was washing for, and at the same time, washing her panties too.
Washing her panties?
Yes.
Wow. Washing panties?
Yes.
No, because of our time, I'd like us to end here. We'll continue next week. Viewers, thank you so much for staying with me. I'm so sorry we had to end here because of time. But don't worry, I'll bring him on next week. Thank you so much for staying with me. I'd like to say a very big thank you to my sponsors, Castle Shopping Center, You Order, We Deliver, La Glaze Jewelry, Glamour the affordable way. And I want to thank Nax Cleaning Consult for this beautiful space. Thank you so much once again. Have a lovely afternoon. See you next time.
I've been a Christian for so many years, serving the Lord and working in the church. But now I have a greater passion to love my Lord. He made the sun, the moon, and the stars. God is so great, yet He seems so far. When I talk to Him, it seems that